Hey guys, I was having a problem with the truck yesterday. The brakes were grabbing. They're still a little stiff today, but that's fine. At least I could turn it. I couldn't turn it yesterday. It won't go backwards, but it'll go forwards. What was happening was the wheel would lock up, and I'm not sure if I just fixed the problem or not because I haven't test drove it yet, but I want to show you what I did. I changed the hose, and this is the old hose. This end here goes right there. There's a clip right here that holds this part in. What you want to do is take your wrench, and I think it was a 14mm, put on here and unscrew this. Lefty-loosey, no, was it? Yeah, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. And you undo this. And you're going to pull this clip out. Now this is going to drip fluid, so make sure you put a pan underneath it. Then you're going to come here and you're going to loosen these bolts. You're going to need 11mm socket and wrench because you're going to have to do it underneath too. There's a bolt goes through there. And then here, right in here, is where this end hooks up. And you see the bolt goes through there, and I'm not sure if that bolt had a hole in it. Some do to allow fluid to go through. But anyway, it has a copper washer. That shiny thing right there is a copper washer, and there's one on both sides. The new hose comes with those, so you don't need these. Anyway, it goes on there, the bolt goes through it, and you tighten it up to the caliper right there. So what I did was, after I hooked this end up, I went ahead and hooked this end up right here with the two copper washers, one on each side, and then I opened this valve to let the fluid drip through while I was working on this. And I put the bolt through and put the nut on and tightened it up. By the time I got done with that, the fluid was coming out of here, which usually means there's not much air left, and tightened it up and closed it. I couldn't get the other bolt through, and because I'd already tightened that one, so I said, it's tight enough, I'm gonna leave it alone, I don't want to deal with it no more. But anyway, that's the way you put a brake line on an 89 Chevy c1500 Silverado. And I don't have any leaks, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna put the tire back on it and test drive it, and hopefully that solves my problem, because it does turn. I mean, literally yesterday I went to the hardware store, to the warehouse, and when I was driving through the warehouse picking up wood, this thing was grabbing without me touching the brakes, and the tire was literally dragging. So hopefully that took care of that problem. I'm gonna put the tire back on it and test drive it. I just wanted to show you how I put this here new brake line on. These here older models, what happens is these hoses, when you mash the brakes, it creates pressure, and the pressure causes the hose to expand, and then when you let off the brake, it collapses in on itself and it holds the pressure to the caliper. So hopefully this fixes it. If not, my next best guess would be to take the caliper off, which you take this bolt out and this bolt out down in here, and it sets in a groove here. So you're going to tip this back, take it off, and this here is the piston to the caliper. I would see if it would press in or out. You know, press the brake a little bit and see if it comes out, and then press it back in, see if it goes back in good. If it doesn't, then I'm going to change it. If it does and I still have the problem, then it's probably something to do with the differential valve. Oh, and that's this thing down in here. I don't know if you can see that right there where that little plug is. That's a differential valve. It distributes the pressure to different parts of the braking system, but it's only on this side, so I assume it's either the hose or the caliper. So we'll see. And also, if you want to clean out your fluid, what I did was I got a large syringe. I got one from the hobby store. Sucked out all the fluids from in here, wiped it out clean. And I didn't do this, but what you do is you fill it with fresh fluid, and then you come down here. Basically, you got to do it on all four tires and keep filling it up. Open these up, put hoses on them, one wheel at a time, and just pump the brakes until all the fluid comes out of the line and you got clean fluid in your line. That's how you flush your brake system. But anyway, that's enough for today. Just wanted to show you what I had to do today. You guys have a great day.